God's timing, also known as perfect timing. I mean, couldn't be any better than God, right? This is the second podcast in a row that I've actually talked about my faith and God and stuff like that. But I was thinking about my last podcast, how I was talking about being a Christian and manifestation and faith and stuff like that. And I realized there was a point many years ago where I was really making a lot of progress as far as comedy goes and making connections and everything. But I had this guy tell me something, and I was so angry at what he said. And he basically said I wasn't ready. And in all honesty, there was some truth to it, but not. But you're either ready or you aren't. And here's what I'm getting at. Material-wise, yes. Maturity-wise, yeah, sure, definitely, maybe, right? But as far as experience goes, no. Now, I'm a big believer that if you jump in the pool, you're going to get wet, right? And that's basically a way of saying that you can't just put your toe in the pool and expect to learn how to swim. You got to get all the way in. And I didn't have enough experience at that time, but now I do. And I feel like if you start something too early, take it as jiu-jitsu or anything else in life, right? It could actually mess up a better outcome compared to if you started something later. Now, I'm a big believer in experience and repetitions, but there is a certain point or level of experience to where I feel like you might not be ready. And again, that's where I'm coming back full swing to this, right? Which is God's timing. I know that I prepare, I study, I read, I work on marketing. I do everything that I can possibly do by myself to be a professional comedian. However, part of that faith, part of that manifestation, okay, is the goal, it's the inline or the starting point, as I mentioned before. However, it also has to be at the right time. And that was another realization that I had recently, because when that time comes, compared to earlier in comparison, I will be ready. I know even now as a jiu-jitsu guy, if I look at the combatives that I did 2 years ago, I would beat myself. I'm a better version of myself now than I was 2 years ago. I'm stronger than ever. I'm faster than ever. I'm better. I'm funnier, right? But the thing is, I feel like I'm already ready now more than I've ever been ready before, but also I'm only going to be more ready the longer it takes for me to get this big break, this big opportunity that's going to help me be on a national stage, because that's my biggest enemy, so to speak, is just not being known. And I've talked about that before, not being known in a certain field. You've really got to break out of that unknowingness, right? Because otherwise, I'm just going to be doing local corporate shows and stuff like that. And I'm ambitious, and I want more than that. But realistically, I feel like being able to be a full-time comedian to me would actually give me the most amount of time back to be with the ones that I love the most. And that's the truth. To me, if I was only on stage a few hours a weekend or a week or whatever it was, yes, I would have to fly and I had to do other stuff. But when I'm home, which is going to be, I mean, everybody knows if you're a comedian, if you're touring or something like that, if you fly home for the weekend, all right, you're on the planes all the time. I get that. That's part of the job. I don't care. I'm not worried about that. But my point is that when I'm home, I will have more hours than if I worked these standard work shift hours, right, for a 9 to 5 job. I will be able to do things and be present in ways, and not just that, have more money to have more time and to go on more vacations and do things are the ones that I love. So that realistically, love is the supporting factor and time, right? Both of those are the contributing and supporting factors to me even wanting to be a professional comedian. It's not about the fame. I don't care about that. It's not about the money. I don't care about that. I mean, to a degree, right? Because I got to pay bills and build savings and stuff like that. But it's really just uh, loving time. So again, manifesting, getting this out, putting it into the world, and they're already in my prayers, that I'm ready, I'm able, and I'm prepared. So, with that being mentioned, as always, if there's something I said that benefits you, that's great. We all win. And at the very least, this is a reminder to myself. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. I can't wait for that golden opportunity because I'm ready. And if I don't get it right now and I get it later, I'll be even more ready. This has been Well Done. Check me out. Peace.